2029, we may be on the ballot for the presidency. Where we will come here and say, you people will have to appoint a commissioner for sacred pay. They are educated people. It's not about education. It's about how well you govern your people. They got people that got degrees. They know nothing. They only pass around with entry paper and they can't achieve nothing from. Our marketeers will come to power. In every country, at least 2 million and break out for marketeers, printing rather, and younger boys to empower themselves. The money is there. But everything is long before carrying the paper. Because we are close.
Talking to the president, it's not a good thing. Yes. You said the president is the most corrupt. Okay. All right, we're coming to anything you want to say final before we leave you. Thank you so much.
Yes, we are best. To do, I have already succeeded in completely demoralizing your base. You're just crying. For the next 13 days, I will keep your crying. What I will do, I've already succeeded in completely demoralizing your base. You're just crying all over the place. I haven't even started. I'm just warming up. How dare you, foolish, desperate people, talk about rescue countries?
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they killed Vietnam,
where were you?
They changed
when I raised the money left
when they killed Vietnam, they
and flying from hospital to hospital.
What kind of people they
where were you all? Sitting there talking nonsense.
What kind of people they
talking about culture? You got no integrity.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women. Freedom fighter, you killing our children. Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
Because he knows.
Yeah. Because when you come the total number has come to power is buying private jet and get to go to the but I will speak because people inside the gate want to
When they were coming, they said they were liberators.
spend my own money.
When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they came here, they teased
I have no
when they
regret
came
to vote
here,
against all
they teased what kind of people this is?
why I have to vote for them in Japan.
What kind of people this is?
Great country.
Freedom fighter, you rape me, I will be. Freedom fighter, you kill me, I will
It's made for bloody money for outside.
Freedom fighter, you destroy now.
We don't want to ignore.
Aye, ayo, 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 ayo.
For all the money we wanted for ourselves and leave them out. We are lawmakers. People say the money is in the law. They're breaking all the law. The law you break, the law. What you want. You know how people want to go out? You got to wonder if you need a time. It's a little short. You cannot be out of yourself. Then you want to walk. You cannot be lawmaker like this. You say to the Lord, and we lay ourselves. Then you say you want to listen to God, and you waste your time.
Wani majianya warawa monyoju kwenyo ya wana wako na ngira wasia wapebia wana wako na ngomwe wasia wapebia kena be monya be niaka
Oh, yeah.
oh wa monya
They are freedom fighters.
mo freedom fighter de ni no
Good morning.
mo freedom
This is how we want to welcome you to the Freedom Money Rise Fridays edition.
fighter de ni no people onji
I'm sent.
ayi
Sorry, that's it in studio today. My name is Promise Molly Babu,
ayo 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 ayo
and you know one of my favorite times is to be on the radio with you.
ayi ayo 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 ayo
Let me welcome each and every one of you wherever you are listening or viewing us from.
ayo 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 wani majianya warawa monyoju kwenyo wani
We come out here to give you information,
ya wana wako na ngira
analyze things you don't understand,
na ngomwe
serve them to you,
kena be monya be niaka
say when it's truth,
iwa
and tell you where the lie stands.
mo freedom fighter de ni no bi okwasa mo
Because we are Freedom FM.
freedom fighter de ni no people onji ayi ayo ayo ayo
Okay.
ayo 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 oyi ayo yo ayo 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 ayi ayo 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 ayo
And as we all know,
yo
Crime Stoppers Liberia is proudly associated with the Freedom Money Rise, as well as the Win Liberia.
ayo ayo ayo
And today, like no other, we plan out giving our cash to you. And we're not going back on our words to reach out to you and give our cash. So if you're listening to us out there and you have money on both your Orange Money or your Lone Star CL MTN, all you have to do right now is take your phones, star 255 star 1 hash. That's if you're playing with your Lone Star CL MTN, or star 255 star 6 hash if you're playing with your Orange Money. For just 50 Liberian dollars or 25 cents, this morning you stand a chance to walk away with that's 2,500 up to 10,000. Today, as other days, we're gonna disperse cash to more than 5 lucky winners. Yeah, depends on the place today. So start playing now. And those of you who are watching us through the internet via YouTube or Facebook, I want to say share the live. If you haven't shared yet, let me bring the music down. If you haven't shared the live yet, start sharing. Start sharing now so others can watch with you. And for those of you who are listening to your radio, I would tell you to tune up the volume so um, you can have people listening to today's program. And today's program promises to be informative, educative, and more of a conversation than just a discussion wherein you will have your say, call in and have your say. For those of you on the internet, you already know how we do it. We just go on the internet, leave our comments, and most definitely your comments will be read. Win Liberia, right? I told you about Win Liberia already. That is proudly associated with this show. And trust today is gonna be a heavy period day because today is Friday, and Friday is for everybody. Yeah, Friday is for everybody. So checking the dashboard right now. If you haven't played yet, start playing already. Start playing already. Leave your comments and we will read all of your comments shortly before we kickstart our conversation. Leave your comments. We are here. If you are playing with your orange money, for those of you who are asking, how can I play? If you're playing with your orange money, all you have to do for yourself is star 255 star 6 hatch. And if you're playing with your Lone Star Cell MTN, you can dial star 255 star Liberian dollars or 100, not 100 but 25 cents USD. You stand a chance to walk away with 5,000. That's 2,500. Why I'm staying into 5,000, 2,500 up to 10,000, and that's it. So before we go to get words from our sponsors, let me give this information to you. I've been saying it over the past times that the Tugon School of Professional Journalism is empowering minds, transforming lives, right? This school is all about journalism. Those of you who want to join the members of the Fourth Estate, this school is up for you. So let me give you information from the flyers, and then you can just call the numbers available so you can be part of this program. It's a 9 month program. Each segment runs for 3 months. So based on your improvement when you get out there, they send you for internship. It leads you to having something. If it is possible, you can stay to where you will go. It is possible. So the Tugon School of Professional Journalism, empowering minds, transforming lives. Registration for aptitude test is in progress for 500 Liberian dollars, and the information sheet is just 300 Liberian dollars. Right. So for the location, you can get at Semwa International Academy, 72nd Pinsville, opposite the Barracks Field Junction, right? And then right down to the Orange Tower. You can get there to register for your aptitude test. And why choose Tugon? I'm telling you, why choose this school? Professional training for experienced media practitioners, right? Practical learning, prepare you for impact, and be ethical, be critical, and be professional. That's why you're gonna choose Tugon. So the numbers to call are 0775 444 272. 0775 444 272 or 088, that's 0888 999 681. 0888 999 681. So I will get back and read more of this to you, so you can be able to register. Let's take few words from our sponsors, and when we get back, We check our dashboard to see if we can give our cash. If not, we can start our conversation right here on Freedom 87.9 FM.
My brother got some blessings.
Win big today with Win Liberia on Freedom FM. Yes, for just 100 Liberian dollars or 50 cent United States dollars, you can win from 4,000 Liberian dollars up to 10,000 Liberian dollars. And for 200 Liberian dollars or 1 United States dollar on Japa days, you can win from 15,000 Liberian dollars, 50,000 Liberian dollars, 100,000 Liberian dollars, and up to 1 million Liberian dollars. For these amazing prizes, dial *255*1#. Again, dial *255*1#. The more you play, the better your chances. It's Win Liberia Cash Giveaway on Freedom FM.
And you walk with it, do will bring the lava. They tell me so many things. We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Morocco.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the sort of vigilante-side justice in this country, none of us will be saved. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we have seen in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sanya, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sanya.
We want peace in Liberia. Peace in
And yeah, that's Old Man Sam Sion, always there, maintaining the peace of Liberia. Let's get to our online followers and read out their comments first. Let's get to them quickly. Let's go. We have Phoenicius Junior Bass says, following from Newtown. Ambassador Walton Puchu Morgan Jr. says, I'm following from my Johnsonville residence. Vice Chairman for Welfare CDC regular electoral. That's okay. Yes, that's it. Let me get back to it, please. Sorry. All right. This is Ambassador Walton Puchu Morgan Jr. says, I'm following from my Johnsonville residence, Vice Chair for Welfare CDC regular intellectual militant. And we have Cowboy Widow says, I'm following from Kakata, Magibi County. Emmanuel Bro says, good morning from his Babu, Freedom Money Rise, and my fellow viewers. As always, I'm watching from Minnesota, USA on this Friday, May 2029, 2026. That's 2026, 29. Sorry, why am I just, I think I need to dress a bit. All right, that's it. We have that's Malu F. Fofana says, good morning. I'm following from 20th Street. Augustine T. Musa says, good morning. Henry S. Coty Jr. says, I'm following from Riverside County. We have Michelle Blessing Weir says, I'm watching from Dakota. That's Dakota, Papolu County. Okay. And that's Michelle Weir. We have Philip Kemia Jr. says, good morning. Philip Kemia Jr. watching from Broadville City, Blanco. Eugene Jopo says, good morning from Capital Bypass. I am proud of you. Thanks for the great job. Thank you, Eugene. And we have Zwana Kona says, good morning. Samuel Light Cooper says, good morning. I'm following from Cowell. Abraham and Addison says, good morning, Freedom Family. I'm watching live Otis Barclay, good morning. I'm following from Tusafi Road, Badnersville. And we have Aaron Moba says, good morning, Freedom FM family. I'm watching from Lower Magibi County. We have Emmanuel T. Kotoka says, good morning from Bon County, that's Bangor City. So we have J. Morris Kezulu says, good morning, I'm Morris J. Kezulu, following from Broville Yellow Flower Community. And we have that's Stanley Sharif. Stanley Sharif says, have a wonderful day. I'm Stanley Sharif, watching from Broville City, proud son of Grand Cape Mount County. And we have Terry F. Conan says, good morning, my dear sister. Promise, good morning, Terry. And that's all of the comments we have right now. That's all of the comments we have right now. Let's take this short break, and when we get back, we check our dashboard. Let's take a quick please.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the sort of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be saved. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we have seen in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
So we are back. We are back. Let me check the dashboard and see if we can give out cash. If you haven't played yet, start playing right now. If you haven't played yet, start playing right now. Let me see. If you're playing with your orange, that's your orange money. You can dial star 255 star 6 hatch. And if you're playing with your Lone Star, that's your MTN, you can dial star 255 star 1 hatch. 50 Liberian dollars or 25 cents USD. You stand a chance to walk away with 2,500 up to 10,000. Friday is for everybody. You don't want to miss out on today's option, right? Let's go. Liberia is something else. Liberia is something else. We are here for you to inform you of all of the happenings in the country. Yeah. So, Liberian people, we sit here and think on what to do with our lives. We get all the ballot boxes and we elect people who we think can stand up for us, people who we think can make Liberia a better place. At the end of the day, it all comes back to us, and it just in our faces that there are some things that we do and the mistakes that we made. It is terrible. It is terrible. Let us say kudos to the guys from the overhead bridge around the SKD Boulevard Road. Let us say we are glad that we are seeing something new. And though the traffic on that road can be crazy, but then at least at the end of the day, we will go stand to that same place and take pictures. I trust us, right? I trust Liberians. We get to that same place and take pictures. And that's just us right there. So Liberia Traffic Management. These same group of people who, because of them, members of, let me just say, employees of the Ministry of Transport has, let me say, no work to do right now. They don't have work to do because this part of what they can do were taken from them and given to Liberia Traffic Management. At first, we had these iron plates where people used to use for the lesson plates, but now we have upgraded to plywoods. We have upgraded to plywoods where you have the LTM issuing plywoods plates to car owners, right? They are issuing plywood plates right now. But the sad thing about this whole thing is that we are discussing people who have all of the ideas to make Liberia a better place. We are discussing people who was to be leading us to a perfect Liberia, a country where we will have our citizens enjoying, our citizens living the life they deserve. These are the people we expected to come and run this country. These are the people we expected to come and run this country. So now we have upgraded. I don't know how is that gonna be that we have already left. We have left the iron plates and now we are to the plywood plates. Last week, Friday, we saw that um, LTM was giving out this sticker stuff, right? So it's like using a sticker on the plow. We are not upgrading. We are not upgrading because if we were upgrading, things would have been done better. This topic is not something I want to really stress on today or even talk about more. But we are not upgrading. So it's just it's just sad and funny that we we are like this. All right. So for today, we're already ready. We've been talking and talking and talking it down there. But this morning, let us give our own analysis on it. Few days ago, I think it was Friday of last week, an audio leaked. An audio leaked where a nurse from the JFK was trying to caution few members of the Women of Hope staffs or encourage those nurses or caution them that there have been suspected cases of Ebola in the country. But when she did that, someone from the Women of Hope leaked the voice recording and she was called in for questioning by the National Police. And she had to stay there until Monday when she was released to her lawyers. But while in that time, when she gave out that information to a few of her friends, the Ministry of Health and Phil and other people came up to say there were no Ebola in this country. Although she didn't say there was, but yet and still, she was only cautioning them because Mrs. Jokai also passed the information and word of encouragement, or let me just say, word of enlightenment, telling them to be careful since they are the front liners of those things. So when she decided to reach out to her fellow nurses, she was called a liar that Ebola was not. The thing is, even cases were not agreed upon that they were suspecting it. So it was like she just made up that story, and people tried to politicize it that she was doing it because she's from this other party. She was doing it because she supports this. It was sad, right? It was sad. So I kept listening to her when she was explaining. I kept playing that over and over and over again. And I was like, people should not hold this woman accountable for even trying to caution fellow nurses like her. Because for one fact, those people who sat in that room when Mrs. Jokai was telling them of what they were experiencing, things they were seeing, those people went out, went home, and called their children and told their kids, told their partners to be careful. Those partners and kids that were told went and told their friends to also be careful. So, for the fact that when the video came up or when the audio leaked, and the Ministry of Health and MPhil went ahead and released a statement that there was no sign of Ebola, and that lady was held behind bars for trying to caution people. At the end of the day, this same MPhil and Ministry of Health coming back to us to tell us that there are 16 suspected cases of Ebola because people are coming from East African countries to Liberia. Why are we still accepting people from that part of Liberia? Why? Why are we still accepting people from that part of Liberia? As we all know, Ebola is a very deadly disease that none of us want to hear about Ebola anymore. The amount of people Ebola killed in this country, the amount of scars that left on people's hearts because of that disease. None of us want to even hear of it. None of us want to hear of Ebola coming back. So why is it that people are still allowing these people, or we know they are our own, but because of safety measures, let us close our borders, close our airports to those places. Because if Ebola having to come back, it's a big blow to those of us out there. Some of us are on the field. We go out there. Some people are in a crowded space, right? You cannot have people not going to Waterside to sell. You will not have people not going to Waterside to buy because they need it. If they don't go out to sell, they will not be able to feed their families. They will not be able to feed their families. So now, this same woman who was called a liar, this same woman who was placed behind bars because she cautioned her fellow nurses, this woman who should be investigated, and the person who leaked the video or audio be penalized, this woman has been vindicated. Yeah, the same woman has been vindicated. The same woman has been vindicated. That she didn't lie. She never said that there was Ebola. She was only cautioning people to be careful. She was only warning her fellow nurses because herself, She worked at the Women of Hope. She worked there. So you gave me information and I tried to help out. It wasn't anything bad. And I hear people say she was not to be the one to say it. Who was going to say it? Who was going to say it? If this woman had not told us that there were suspected cases and people should be careful, do you think that there was going to be a day when Enfield or Ministry of Health was going to come back to us or get to us and tell us we should be careful? The only thing we've been following the stories, the internet, and seeing there are Ebola in this other country, there's Ebola in this other country, and we say, okay, let us be careful. But if it was not because of this woman who acted patriotic, acted like a mother or sister or true friend to her fellow nurses, tell us. So now, should we also turn back to the Ministry of Health and Enfield and tell them that they are liars? Should we? Should we turn back to them and call them liars? Should we? Should we turn back to them and call them liars? We can. Or we should tell them that they misled the Liberian people. Because you cannot tell us that there are no symptoms, no cases of Ebola. At the end of the day, you come back to us now and you're telling us that they are suspected 16 suspected cases. Who know who those people have interacted with? Who know? Do you? Do you think that nurse was wrong? I'm not saying she, like, if you listen, let me get the video and play it through audio. Right? Let me get the video and play it through audio. Where she tried explaining herself that she was never sending the information out. Because she knew she's not the one to give out information about the current health situation in Liberia. She know. I will play her voice and I'll also play the voice of uh, the lady from Enfield. Let me get this. Let me get this quick. Right? Right? Let me get this quick. People accuse her of spreading false information. At the end of the day, these same people came back to the Liberian people to tell us that she wasn't lying. Yes, that's what it indicates, that she wasn't lying. She was telling the truth. But because of this country that we are in, where people don't have rights anymore to maintain their own stories, people can't even take caution when someone tries to warn them or the information was given out, and this woman was publicly humiliated for no reason. So this is something that I think Liberia National Police have made constant, wherein you cannot be free to go and explain your side. All right. We normally call it go and explain your side and you will not come back. When people go out there and explain their side, they don't come back. They have to stay there until Monday. Meaning when you go Friday, they will make sure you will stay there until Monday. And if it continues like that, People will just, as soon as I can't explain yourself, I say, okay, I'll come on you. Can't explain yourself, okay, I will come. The other, if if it is not possible for you to see the person, that person will just run away. That person will just run away. And I'm being serious. So when we are here now, and it is true, it have been clear that this woman information that she gave out was never wrong. The information she gave out was never wrong. If people, there are people who they always seem to politicize some things. They always want to make it like it's kind of a political battlefield that you and them are on. That's how they always need to be like. When I was talking, I said this lady made it clear that she was not trying to inform the public. She was only trying to tell her fellow nurses because they all work together. And JFK is, I can say, the biggest entity when it comes to the health facility in Liberia, right? JFK is the biggest right now. So if something happens and it reaches JFK and JFK don't have control over it, most definitely it will not go anywhere. Meaning for this day and age where we are faced with highly unemployed citizens, right? It won't go anywhere. Let's take this very short break, and when we get back, we reach out to our dashboard and give our cash to you.
It's about music. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime unfolding, don't take law in your hand for the real authority. That it can't take your law in. Crime stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human talking, enemy you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see a don't keep it. I'm a part of the boy. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior.
So let us bring this one down. I'm finding it difficult to get the voice of Deaconess Bidio. I'm finding it difficult to get her voice because I cannot display it here due to my phone problem. But I'm finding it difficult to get her voice. Yeah. So she has been vindicated, and that's a plus to us. There are other views. I told you today's edition is going to be more interactive. There are people who will say that she was not right, right? There are people who will say she was not right. There are people who will think that it was not her place. But let's be real. We as parents, we as friends, we as colleagues, partners, we are entitled to help our families. We are entitled to help those people in our workspace. Let's get this. And I repeat, we as colleagues, partners, parents, friends, and family members, we are entitled to help our family. You might be thinking what I mean, right? You are working to a place, like if you having to work with the Ebola team and you've already done your investigation, you have done all of the background checks, and you notice that there's no Ebola in eating dry meat, but Ebola is in eating fresh meat. I'm saying something, right? They have already told you that Ebola is not in eating dry meat, Ebola is in eating fresh meat, which is frozen chicken, spare ribs, and other stuff. They have told you, and that information is to remain within the border of where it was told. Tell me, this is a very critical question. Is it possible that because that information was meant to be kept within, won't you come home and advise your family? Won't you come home and advise your children? Tell me. Most definitely you will. You will come home and you will send out warnings to everyone that know you, everyone that you know. You will tell them that you cannot eat frozen meat right now because of so and so rumors. Because frozen meat is where the Ebola is. You will most definitely give out that information. So that's the same as Madame Bidiel. But instead, people lash at that woman in this country without understanding. Every time we are told we must give room for a person to explain themselves or explain themselves, right? But in Liberia, we don't. We jump into a conclusion. We jump into conclusion. We say what we want to say. We will even render insult at that person. And at the end of the day, if the person having to explain themselves, we have nothing to say. I'm ready. If someone has PDR statement at the police station, please send it in the group WhatsApp. Please send it in the group WhatsApp so we can play it here. Those of us that are online and in the Freedom Money Rise or WhatsApp chat room, please send this PDR, that's Deaconess PDR story there. Let me get it. Where I save it in my phone is giving me serious hard time to bring it out. It's giving me serious hard time because of the too many say. So we were to be healing that woman instead of us rendering insults on her. We were to be healing her because what she did, none of us would have done it. And even what she did, some of us would have done it more because we want our family, our friends, everyone around us to be safe. We were going to do it more. So I hear people saying, well, it was not her place. Was her place as a colleague to her friends at the Women of Hope Clinic? Where's her place? You expected her to just sit on it, tell no one, and by chance, by chance, if any of those people come into contact with them at Women of Hope, then they begin to lose their lives, their families. We all know Ebola is a very deadly disease that have still placed trauma in the hearts of too many people. Some people only live because of God's grace. Some people only live because of God's grace. So now, instead of you just trying to understand for which she spoke, you decided to render her as a liar. You decided to show that she has no morals. Like people were saying, the first thing about nursing is confidentiality. Should we really accept confidentiality when the life of thousands of Liberians are at stake? Eh? Should we just leave it like that? Should we be confidential? Should we keep information? Because and you are not even sharing it to the public, knowing that it's not your place. You are sharing it to people who should be more careful. Because once someone starts to feel headache, someone starts to feel cold, someone starts to show any symptom of Ebola, right? Ebola symptom is cases that we see every time. Your nose running, your hair hurting, you feeling weak. Typhoid does that too. Malaria too. So why if the people at Women of Hope were not told and someone go there, even that woman can be affected. Even that woman. So let us, I think, let us just play the voice of wait, let me get this up here. Let me get this up here. Of the lady from Enfield giving us the information on the 16 people who are under surveillance because of this whole Ebola issue. Let us get this voice up quick.
16 travelers from the screened and monitoring 16 travelers from the region, the affected region, which included 9 Ugandans, 3 Liberians, 1 from DRC. What are coming to Canada? Why you get born now?
See, listening. So she's vindicating what the woman said. The woman told Liberian people to be careful, or told her fellow nurses to be careful. So she's saying that people, 16 persons from East Africa, 9 Ugandans, 3 Liberians, to do what in this country? Why is the border or airport still open? Why is it still open? Why is the border still open? With all of the investigation going through or going on with what the woman said, will Liberia now apologize to her that she didn't lie? Will they apologize to her? Are they going to see that she did nothing wrong by trying to tell her fellow nurses to be careful? Are they going to look at it that way? Or should we just continue with she was not the one to give out the information, knowing that she didn't give the information out to the public? She didn't call for a podcast and sat behind her phone and say, okay, Liberians, let us be very careful. As we all know, she didn't do so. She didn't do so. So where are we now? Are we going to apologize to her? Let us get to our dashboard and see if people are playing to get cash. You guys stop to playing. I don't know why, but if you haven't played yet, we haven't reached the threshold to give out cash to anyone. So if you haven't played yet, please take your phone. Hmm? Please take your phone and start playing. If you're playing with your Lone Star Cell MTN, you can dial star 25 star 1#. And if you're playing with your Orange Money, you can dial star 25 star 6#. For 50 Liberian dollars or 25 cents, you stand a chance to win 2,500 up to 10,000 this morning. Play right now, because in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to get to the dashboard to disburse cash to our fellow players out there. Right? So let me hear from you. Let me hear from you. Right? Before I go to the next topic, let me hear from you. I don't really have much to say because this lady has already been vindicated. So do you think that she was wrong for trying to advise her fellow nurses? You can have your say on this topic. If you're from the internet, just leave your say online and we will read it. And if you are calling directly, you can call 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. For those of you in the diaspora, you can call us on +231 886 500 104. So that's the numbers to call and have your say. Do you think that Deaconess Bidia was wrong for trying to warn her fellow nurses of all of the happenings in the country? Do you think she was wrong? 077, let me get to this line. Oh, sir, I don't know why. Okay, numbers are on right now. Let's go. Have your say. 077 104 104. Why is this phone going on? Okay. Yes, that's it. Do you think she was wrong for trying to caution others, tell others to be careful that Ebola is almost back in the country? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Ramesh, and good morning to my freedom FM. Definitely, it's morning to my people, loving people of Nigeria. We need to be content and also just come out here and read before the morning. This Ramesh together all. This God is now transparency and accountability to the Liberian people. The government is running under dictatorship. What do I mean?
Oh, sorry, we lost you. Let us get this call. Good morning.
Yes.
Yes,
Morning
you're live.
to you there. This this government is running dictatorship. They wanting to, and they money, they 2.2 million they call about. They say no money. That people lie. Ebola is eaten, so they can kill all our people again for money. The government want to hold money, so everybody can die in the country again. We don't want to hear that thing, man. That nonsense.
Okay.
We believe God. We are Christian. So we want to hear that nonsense about Ebola every day. So they can finish killing us. Thank you.
All right. So, it was funny when someone said, why is it Ebola can only come to Liberia whenever United Party is in the driver's seat? So I told them, I said, this is serious. This is no politics. This is no politics. You can come here and can tell us Ebola can only come to Liberia when United Party is in the driver's seat. So what are you trying to say? But at least we are glad that we know that Deaconess Bidia didn't just make up any story. She was told by Mrs. Joe Kite in order to have them protect themselves from what was coming. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, you are live on Freedom.
Yeah, my name is Asante, and I'm joining you from around the Douala market,
Okay, make a point.
Yeah, the first thing is that the government, they are not maturing those things, right? The woman is a lie. And so, if the woman observes something, and then she come out to get the friend and say, friends, I think we got to be careful to observe. Any people came them on here out basic for different countries. So we got to be careful the what we do. Because if she not coming to do anything, she's a father that see the people and she not pass the information, we should coming to be responsible. So that's why she told her friend, she said, let us be careful. She did not say the people got Ebola, they put there. She did not be careful to say up there. I would take infection. And you don't know how to prevent the nation. So I don't know if the government just,
Okay.
just come on and just come to the thing.
All right.
Yeah, man. Thank you for putting me in the time, man.
Okay, thank you. So that's it. She was just helping out her fellow nurses. Let's go. Good morning. Can you please walk away from your radio or turn it off? Thank you. Yes. Morning, dear.
The country, we don't know what to do now. Concern women, but just say my business for tax was fun.
Okay.
We don't know what to do in a country. Our country are blinking. Our country are suffering now. People are burning baby on the street in front of the hospital. People are dying in front of the hospital. But men get nothing to speak on it. Somebody will see something to save the people's life in the country. Or no, and I didn't get it. She not get it life, that all get it life. But you have to meet that. For everybody must be on precaution, to be on guard, for like people to not die, all of them. Ebola is down. United Pakistan in power, Ebola will be in Liberia. We are in power.
Oh, sorry, I didn't cut you off. I don't know why, but I'm going to say this. I don't think this sickness should be politicized, right? I'm saying it shouldn't. Because this is something that is dirty. This is something that we don't want. We don't care who's in power or who is not. I hear people say they want to eat money. We ourselves don't even know. They are the health practitioners. What they will tell us is what we will believe. Because we are not in the field. We are not in the field. If someone from the court come and tell us that so and so case, or let me just give an example of the Samuel Jackson case has been swept on the rug, we say, okay, the person is from the court. The person is a lawyer. The person is a judge. If someone from the health department tell us we are experiencing or we are having suspected cases of Ebola, we will also have to take it as it is, because this is Liberia. This is Liberia, and it is not strange to us. That's the main reason we don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want Ebola. We don't want anything. So do you think she was wrong for trying to advise her fellow nurses? Or do you think that the government of Liberia, let me say the government of Liberia, the Ministry of Health and Enfield, do you think they were wrong for calling her a liar at first and later on coming back to the Liberian people to tell us that they are having 16 suspected cases of Ebola? What's your take on it? Tell me this morning on 0776 104 104 086 500 104. Make your point on this topic, because very shortly, once we get to our dashboard and to our drawers, we are skipping this topic and going straightly to our next discussion. Let us check our dashboard and see if we can give our cash to people out here. If you haven't played yet, I'm telling you, one person can play more than 5 times. This is why I'm saying it. So it is 25 cents if you're playing with USD, right? And it's $50 if you're playing with Liberian dollars. So you can make it. Good morning. Can you please walk away from your radio or turn it off?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Daniel Tama. My aim on this whole Bola issue is that the government is not doing anything for us with the Liberian people. We the Liberian people put them in power, but they're just using the Liberian money on different things, fighting each other. And then they're not even spending it on the health setup. They're not even spending in the hospital. They're not spending to even train doctors. So at least things like that when it happens, they'll have to take precaution. So I don't know what the government really doing with our money. Thank you.
All right. I don't know for what reason. 0776 104 104 086 500 104. What's your take on this topic? At 9 o'clock, we are switching and going to our next topic. We are going to our next topic. And that's it for us. Let me see this. Okay. Let's go. We are almost reaching our threshold. We just need 5 more players and we are good for a draw. Let's go. Play right now so you can walk away with cash. Today is Friday. Good morning.
Good morning, my dear sister of Freedom Heaven.
Morning.
And good morning to our patriotic audience. My name is Rubazi BZT. And I don't join the conversations for the community where our people are differently what on the junior certificate over the river.
Wow.
It's very horrible to see all the river, but we have to do it because those guys give me power, they say they have experience with those things. So, quickly, thank you for the talking point and discussion this morning, my sister. You see, as it relates to the Ebola issues, our government still sitting, doing nothing. They have ministers. What's going on? Do you anything to send communication to the other senators to pay 4.2 million? That is solution? No. But now every sectors of the country need to take on precaution measures. But now awareness need to be going on to the citizens in the communities, in the country as well. They must be playing on very station in the country. That yes, indeed, Ebola is real. So if they say Ebola not in our country, but then we should put precaution into place for our citizens. But we are fully aware that Ebola is in the country because people have been quarantined. About 16% have been quarantined. So we observe that people keep on Uganda and Gambia. So those people are coming because we heard that Mr. Gafona in country. And in one of the countries that Ebola is in. So if Gafona is coming, we're talking about the foreign investor. If Gafona is coming back to the country, Gafona needs to be quarantined. We want the government of that bureau to sensitize the people, their citizens.
All right. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Make your point on this topic.
That's a question. My sister, like the wire, that video, okay, the just for me, the president just for restricting on government officials to reduce their travel, which have got in the number 1 job informed. I don't know, the more.
The president traveling to bring goodies to Liberia.
My sister, almost 2 years and a half now. No more, no doing check it. You got the Jurassic, yeah. President not travel on that. Okay, but then my question is, why reducing cabinet minister official, reduce traveling, but then measure, no Bola, no action taken on Bola, or as a security, as a government, let all the Bola, let's say, the drug that are entering in the country, the less be that accident that measure all of this. So maybe the Bola cannot pass to the Bola.
Okay.
Or we not direct to the airspace, to the airport, and go.
All right.
Yeah, but it's just frustrating, my sister.
Okay. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you? I'm the brand new Daniel Farmer Lion here.
Yeah, you know that the only thing you come and what about the barrier, only thing you can do to that week. So I will tell you that let us say the question for that. If you want to not say blood, you can get fish. So thank you.
Okay. So, Liberians, you are listening to us now. It's time you take serious precaution. Good morning.
Yeah, I mean, I want to
All right, make your point.
Yeah, as I was saying, I say, the people there, they will not come to nothing. They can't lose. They find me. They say they're not getting money. Taking the money, they go outside, they doing all kind of things with it. They put it in their pocket. They pay their 2 week horses, and people are dying from a hospital that do not get money to eat or take. When they see the rainfall, we will see small quarry. But when the rain for a sunshine, we can't get quarry. We are suffering in the country. Can you imagine? Why United Party me? What if United Party will let you be me? Then sick. My being, they tell you, they're Bola. The party said Russia and Israel. And Russia supporting, America supporting Russia. So in the back, it will be trouble for Liberia. So that they will yell doing it, and continue to open up. Nothing will come for all of it. The next say, only being, but will not all our men on the show. It said, we are suffering, we are suffering.
Okay.
We are suffering. We are suffering. I was in a school, government school, they can't break it down. They said they were fixing. I was trying to go to school in the morning. Now they can go 2 o'clock. They can't 3 o'clock. At school there, when they train the cat got so red. Yeah? You know, when they get what train to 4 years. Then they say, we have been Ebola. We have brought Ebola. Me, I'm not lying. I was doing shipping job to U.S. School Ministry. They tell us Ebola Balaki. We are getting minute. All ministry should go home. The maintenance, everybody must go home and come back by pay. When you should go home, five people will come in all week, other 5 people will come in all week, and get everybody package. He said, you are going to you will get a salary, but before you go, you will get package.
Okay. Thank you. So we are, good morning. I'm okay.
Thank you.
Make your point here.
And I call for down coast phone here. Went down community and a member of concern Liberia for justice. Mama, thank you. Explain the liberation this morning. This is my tip on what you are discussing. Last time, saw the government arrested Madam Victoria and put her in jail, quote unquote, but instead Ebola was in Liberia. 3 days after we saw the government on to tell us that 15 persons have come from Uganda and they are monitoring them. But what did they not tell us? They did not tell us where those people were. They did not tell us how many persons those people interacted with. And they did not tell us the jail was lying. In my mind, the government alluded to what we said to us that indeed there was meeting that was held at the JFK Memorial Hospital. And my question to the government is this: why is it that they have secret meetings when they have workers at JFK? If they knew that 50 persons have come from Uganda, why do they have secret meetings instead of telling the public? In my mind, the government is taking risks with our lives, and the government will be clear. We implore them so that they can do the needful to protect us. We did not implore them. We did not implore them to put our life at risk. Ebola is there, and let the government do the needful to protect us. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Always giving us opportunity to make our contribution to national development. Thank you.
All right. So as we are expecting the government to do more, we as citizens of Liberia should also start by protecting ourselves. We cannot do all because we leave the rest with God, but we need to be on the safe side. So if you haven't gotten your washing hands bucket to wash your hands, Start looking for it now. Stop shaking too many people's hands. Those of you who can pass by your friends. So this is my own take on it, my own advice to you. Those of you who, when you see someone, you won't be hawking, you won't be shaking. They get some people, you even trying to avoid them, not to shake their hands. They will keep reaching their hands out to you. And if you having to just twist your face, they say you acting rude, you doing this, you doing that. Ebola is being suspected to be back into Liberia. We don't know how or where it is how you can call it coming from, how it will happen, because we don't know if these people who are being or placed under surveillance have met others. We are saying take to yourself and stop the too much shaking hands, too many public gatherings where you and people will be dropping bodies on each other. Ebola is dirty. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, you are live. Make your point.
Yeah, firstly, I'm Solomon Moruba, I'm calling from Providence.
Can you please walk away from the child?
1 minute, I'll call back.
Oh, okay. So that's it. Let us get to those who are following from the page, right? Okay, we'll get back to you. Let's check our dashboard and give out cash. It is almost 9 o'clock, and at 9 o'clock we are changing the topic. So let's go. We can make it. Let's go. +231. So let's go. You can play right now by dialing *25 for *1# if you're playing with your Lone Star Cell MTN. And if you are playing with your Orange Money, you can dial *25 for *6#. 100, that's 50 Liberian dollars or 25 cents USD. You stand a chance to win 2,500 up to 10,000. I want to give out cash to people. So start playing right now. Start playing right now. Let's go. 0776 104 104 086 500 104. Call and make your point. What do you think? Is it bad that she gave out advice to her fellow nurses at the Women of Hope? Should Madam Bidel be held responsible for the leak of the audio? Should the government of Liberia apologize to Madam Bidel for allowing her to sleep in jail, though she explained that she had no intent of telling the general public about the Ebola suspected cases? 0776 104 104 086 500 104. Those are the numbers to call. Make your point here. For me, I'm saying it. She was not wrong. They should investigate and find the person who leaked the video. That's wherein we talk about confidentiality. Yes. That person should have been more confidential, knowing that their fellow colleague was only trying to help and keep them safe. Only trying to help and keep them safe. So they should have been more and more careful. You could explain it with your mouth or say with words instead of you sharing the video. Let that person be apprehended and be punished for that leak. And Madam Bidel should be accorded the rightful investigation. At least she made her point that she wasn't sending it to the general public. Because if she would have done so, we all would have stood with the government to say she was wrong. But for the fact that she worked with JFK, and the sad part about this is that there were people who called for that woman suspension, and it was heeded to. Madam Bidel is currently under suspension at the JFK Memorial Hospital. She has been suspended until, I think, after the investigation or whatsoever that will be found within the investigation. It is sad to know that. It is really, really sad to know that. Let's take this very short break. And when we get back to you, let's see. Okay, let's pick the score. Sorry, we lost this person. 0776 104 104 086 plus 231 86 500 104. Please, 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 please make your point on this topic. Do you think Madam Bidia was wrong for advising her fellow colleagues about the suspected cases of Ebola? Do you think the Liberian health department was right by coming out and telling us that there were no Ebola cases in Liberia? What's your take to this topic? Let's go. All right, let's take this break and be right back, and then we get to our next discussion.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the sort of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be saved. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we have seen in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Science, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Science.
It's my musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime unfolded, don't take law in your hand for your authority. That it can't take your law in. Crime stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must talk it, enemy you check. Do it for yourself. If you see a don't keep it, I'm a part of it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, on the sector to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia. On the sector to interior, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Science.
Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, on the sector to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia. On the second to interior, they're keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all.
And yeah, oh man, Sam Sion is with us on this one. Liberia is an interesting country. Liberia is an interesting country. So, 1 minute to 9. At 9, we switch to our next topic. And if you haven't played your cash giveaway yet, you can start by playing right now. Star 255 star 1 hash if you're playing with your Lone Star Cell MTN. And if you're playing with your Orange Money, you can dial star 255 star 6 hash for just 100. That's 50 Liberian dollars or 25 cents USD for you to walk away with 2,500. For you to walk away with 2,500. Yep. So start playing now. I told you, I said we need few more plays to reach our threshold, and then we can push through from there. We can push from there. So Sunday. Sunday was a great day. I mean, last Sunday. Last Sunday was. Let me see this. Okay, I'll read that later. I will read that later. Sunday was a great day. My boss man is interesting. Don't tell me what to do, bossy. Don't tell me what to do. So let me give you this information on the Tugon School of Professional Journalism. Yeah, let me give it first. Then we start up with our next discussion. This next discussion is serious. It is more, I don't know how to say it, but it is more serious. If we haven't taken anything serious in this life, we need to take this one very serious. We need to take this very serious. If we haven't, we need to take this. So we have to take this. I tried to get it up, but we have to take this. So let's get this first. So the Tugon School of Professional Journalism, Empowering Minds and Transforming Lives. Registration for aptitude test is in progress for 500 Liberian dollars. Information sheet is on sale for 300 Liberian dollars. Register at Semwa International Academy, 72nd Pinsville, opposite the Barracks Field Junction, down the Orange Tower. Why choose Tugon? Professional training from experienced media practitioners. That's why you're choosing them, because you have people who are more experienced teaching. Practical learning in reporting, writing, that's broadcasting and news media. Prepare for impact in the newsroom and beyond. Be ethical, be critical, be ethical, be critical, be credible, be a professional. And that's the School of Professional Journalism. That's Tugon. So for more information, you can call 0775 444 272, 0888 999 681. You can even call me. Those of you who know me on the internet, you can also text me, and trust you're going to have the best, the best in learning about this whole journalism process. And 2 is the best. You don't want to miss it. Contact us right now and enjoy your learning process. So let's get back to what we were discussing, right? That's I will continue. I told you after at the end of the show, I will give you information on 2 again. We need people to go there and learn. It's a 9-month program. It's a 9-month program. We need people to go there and learn professional journalism. So on Sunday, we saw appointees of this government, people who were appointed by this government on a political party. Yeah. People who were appointed by the president. Though they know it's against the code of conduct, but yet and still they were there. Those people who preach equity, those people who before mocked others for affiliating with any political party, even campaign time or not, those same people were seen. Those same people were seen on a political rally. On a political rally. Were seen on a political rally. Then we would turn back and say, but why were there any changes made? Why was there any changes made? Others, it is funny. It is funny. Let me get this. To know that people change, people put, and the painful part about this whole thing is that the man who pushed for thousands of Liberians to become jobless only because they were termed as partisans, because they affiliated with a political party. That same man was seen at a political rally. That same man. And when it reached that time, it reached this point, there where you see them, the people who are educated, the educated people with no connections, people with years of experience. Then you see them coming up to defend what they did. Yes. Then you see them coming up to defend what they did, why they did it. Why they did it. They start coming up to defend that they were not wearing t-shirts. Where are we headed? Is this the change that you promised the Liberian people? Yesterday, Honorable Emma Glasgow was prosecuted for that same thing, only because she affiliated with a political party. At the end of the day, they drag it to the political party aspect, and then they had to remove it from there and say she was corrupt. So she had to go. But today, these same people are the ones breaking the law. They are the ones breaking the law. Josiah Joker, the boss of the CSA, few years back, like 2 years back, people from various ministries were let go because they affiliated with CDC. Some are still jobless. Others have found their way. They are able to provide for their children. But this man was seeing someone who should have been far, very far from such gathering, was seen there. And up to today's date, there have not been any discussion if he's going to be removed from a said position or he's going to maintain. But I tell you this, even peer pressure, mob pressure, whatsoever pressure that Liberian people think they have, cannot remove that man. He will not be removed because those are the people who control the presidency. Those are the people who tell our president what to do. People who we know to be well educated. People who, when it was going to be other people time, people say, oh, it was campaign time or whatsoever. People started to make claims while appointed members or appointees of the president were choosing sides or being supporting other political parties, and people started to say it shouldn't have been so. According to the code of conduct, there's a code of conduct that was signed on December 11, 2024 by Josiah Joker, the boss of CSA. This is the same code of conduct that he is going against, but see it as nothing. And people who are living from the pocket of those people will come on the internet, take their phones, call, or even go on the internet and start to back or defend those things that are against the rule or the code of conduct of Liberia's work ethics. Though this man signed it. Where are all of the educated people? Is it that people are just bragging with education for the paper when it reaches a point they don't have common sense? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you are telling me, that people only back it when it's not in their favor? Should we, since this government took over, the only thing we have seen is people going against the rule, the laws of this country every day. A very short break. This one is very important. I need to take this break and be right back. Let's go.
It's about musical. There are crowds in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime unfolded, don't take law in your hand for the right authority. Well, it can't take your law in. Crime stopper here for us, bring it safety to your door. Whether you reach or you go, if you see you must target. And I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see don't keep it. You must part of the boy. Crime stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper.
So sorry I had to take that very short break. These are the same people who are now telling us that Josiah did nothing wrong. Mr. Josiah is occupying a very high position. And his wife is also occupying a very high position. Tell me. But this man went on limbo. He was there with other appointees of government that were not to be there. Till today's date, we are only seeing the propagandists. We are only seeing their people who they paid, their pay agents coming back on the internet to defend that they did nothing wrong. But people were taken from their jobs because they supported the past regime. People were removed from their jobs because they were partisans of the CDC, the ANC, and other political parties. Because they were citizens of, partisans of those parties. And then you people coming back to us to tell us that he himself was brave enough to come and act like he's trying to justify what happened. He himself was brave enough. If Liberia was a serious country, I think it was doing our program, right? It was doing our program when Mr. Cummings said this in a quote. He said this. He said, if Liberia was a normal country, by now, Honorable Kofa would have still been the Speaker of Liberia, Speaker of the House of Representatives. But Liberia is not normal right now. Honor the 42 years plus experienced president. Honor the people who were the only ones spoke English. Everything was invented for. The rule of law is not being respected when it comes to the country's judicial branch. The House of Representatives are just being guarded by someone who the only thing he's able to do is talk and talk and talk. Nothing that we understand, nothing that bringing changes to his district or the country or the House of Representatives, or someone who would just sit there and say, okay, so I'm pleased to inform that must to agree to his spouseship. That's the person. Liberia is still down there. Liberia is not normal because till now, everybody have just been placed on hold because the president of Liberia told us that the case at the fire case at the Capitol building was an arson case. Till today's date, we are yet to hear anything from it. Liberia is not normal because people were removed from jobs for their affiliation with a political party. But today, the big bosses, the people who make the laws, people who tend to make things happen, are going against the laws of the country, and nothing is being done. Nothing is being done. He will not be removed from his position. He will stay there. You will continue to torment that same man. That same man who decided to remove people from their workplaces because they were supporters of the past regime. This is the same man who was appointed and is being seen on a political rally. But he wants to defend it. He wants to defend it. He wants to defend it. People at times try to attack people when they start to say the truth. People say, "Oh, they are hearing her now because she's saying the truth." She's saying the truth. Yesterday it was good to you. Today it is good for other people. Yesterday it was bad to see someone that was appointed trying to go for political rallies. Today it is good because you want to tell us I wasn't in T-shirt. I wasn't in this place. You should have never been there. You was not to be there. You have gone against the code of conduct. I want to see. I'm just looking at people who think that there will be any action taken. I'm just looking at them. People who think that there will be any action taken. There won't be. No one is going to take action on anyone. Only because they are the king's maker. They are the ones who blow the whistle. We are watching. Liberians are watching. Today, many are jobless. Many are jobless because of this selfish, irresponsible behavior from you guys. Today, many are jobless. You reach your time now. You want people to see you as a sin. You want to write 16 to 20 paragraphs to prove how you are not going against the code of conduct. Is this what Liberians sign up for? Is this what Liberians sign up for? This is not it. This is not what they sign up for. You guys are greedy to the extent you couldn't even allow families that were trying to put food on their children's table. You couldn't allow them to maintain. Right? Couldn't even allow them to maintain their $1 they were making. Because you are selfish, you're wicked, you're jealous, you are very envious. So you push through. You brought new people. You did what you think was right. And now you are doing it, but you are defending people coming from all around the coast. See people defend some when you listen to some of the defense, you just want to grab them and give them one solid slap. Like, bro, shut up. What are you even saying? What are you defending? These are the same thing that these same people talked about. They haven't even gone 4 years, and you are already doing the same thing. You get angry, but you cannot do nothing. Knowing that the president will not do anything, you yourself, you cannot do nothing. You just stay there. You just stay there. And every time we come, we talk. They don't even give us ears. The only thing they will say when they get start talking, they will shut up. But how long Liberian men can talk for? Today it is nothing Today, all these words that are coming from our mouths means nothing to you. But wait. Someone said every time you're saying 2029 will be here, 2029 come. 2029, you guys will have the shock of your life. I said it before. I told you people, I said, those people, those lawmakers who continue to go against the law and thinking that they will come back to power, we await you 2029. Right? Those senators who think that they will go against the rules, the laws of this country, we await you people. Liberia is now lawless. That's why I keep saying it. I say, Homer Simpson at times, he tried to make this country law-abiding, telling us to wash out, not take laws into our hands. When the same people that are making the laws, they are the ones who are keeping it in their hands. They are the ones who are keeping it in their hands. You think this is what we signed up for? No, we didn't sign up for this. We didn't. We didn't sign up for this. We didn't sign up for this. But because you people have nothing to offer. Companies, fly. Everything that's supposed to happen here, that fly. Nothing coming. Nothing going. Liberia is on a standstill. We just there because there's nothing we can do. We dead. There's nothing we can do. We have to wait for another 3 years before we can even think about removing you people. So it's just sad, it's stupid, but that's life. After you guys are pausing the mind of Liberians. After you guys are pausing the minds of Liberians, you still have nothing to show to the Liberian people, nothing to do for the Liberian people. The only thing you keep wanting and wanting and wanting. The budget was passed, you guys went and added supplementary budget there. Now another group of people is calling for millions of dollars for a case that they disclaimed is not in Liberia. The only thing you're able to do for us is to continue to drain the Liberian people down. To continue to drain us down. That's the only thing you're able to do for us. It is sad. It is sad. It is sad. It's sad. It is sad. Because we can't do anything about it. Liberian people ordered. It's just like when someone have encouraged you, say, oh, this person can sew, this person can sew, only for you to go order some kind of nyama nonsense where you can't really understand. Nothing you can understand. If you just vest in your whole body. If not, for the work that they are being paid to do, they are not even in their offices doing it. The whole time they're on the internet. The whole time they're on the internet. Just the same propaganda work they did to come to power, they are still going with the same propaganda work while they are leading. They are not leading now. Everybody are propagandists. Everybody running social media platforms. Sometimes I said the thing, if these people were really focusing on the jobs that were given them, but now I think with all of the education, all of the things that they know, if they were actually focused on the job, but now Liberia way in front, we far ahead because they are too educated for our liking. They are too educated for Liberia to be way behind you. They are. So the boss of CSA was seen on Limbo program. Few appointees of President Bouaga were seen there. But until today's date, we are yet to see any punishment towards them. We are yet to see any punishment toward them. We are still sitting here. Liberians are still crying from hunger. People are still jobless in this country. People are still jobless in this country. And there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. It's sad in my heart that no one has this country at heart but wants to act so patriotic. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 886 500 104. If you haven't played your cash giveaway yet, start playing now, because I'm going to the dashboard to give out cash. What's your take on the CSA boss being a tenant, though he was one of those pushing and helping in the removal of those who work in various entities but supported the CDC? What's your take on what happened? What do you think should be done to him? Do you think he should be removed because he has gone against the code of conduct of the country? Have your take on this topic. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, you are live. Make your point.
Hello, okay. My name is Asafi. I'm going for Dora Market, City Market. Let me say thank you for the topic of the discussion. You know, if you get a Bible, they say Rubla, Hem Babu. You must have mortgage. You got you do this people that just for put it in there. So you all got to put it in there. So you know got to go without this meeting. That does not go. Instead of the parents, they got to be told to him. Just thank you for me to tell you.
Okay. 0776 104 104. The Lone Star form is down, so everyone can place their call to either the WhatsApp number. The WhatsApp number is for those in the diaspora. The Lone Star form is down. So, good morning.
Good morning, madam.
Yes, good morning. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, you are speaking with Pastor McGill. I'm calling from Crown Hill. Okay, let me just say this. Thank you for the topic on our discussion. You know, I see the law in this country is only for those that are in authority, but it's not for the common people. Because Honorable Josiah Joker, he dismisses people from carrying on these attitudes in party, criteria, and working with government, and he sees you in an occasion demonstrating. In the case of a bit that they're trying to do his best by putting you down. All right? Now, that is unfortunate aspect of it. The same methodology that causes somebody to be in party, precarious, and then people down, he himself will come up in the world. So the Liberal people are asking the President, His Excellency, to see reason to put Mr. Josiah Joker down. Because if they continue like this, it's unprecedented. And let me be very frank, Mother, when you push somebody to the wall, and when they push to such an extent that they cannot
is gradually moving. This our Liberia is gradually moving. The pastors in the land are not speaking because we all got our other ball on the other side, so that what we support, they were part of the system. So as a result, we become mute. And these things are unprecedented for the society. So I want to say, as the man of God in the land of the living, people need to understand. We have to get our own job in good values. Thank you, madam.
Okay. 0776 104 104 plus 231 86 104. Make your point on the topic, on the discussion. What do you think? Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, you are live.
My name is William Tony. I'm calling you from West Single. Let me just say this to the Liberian people. This country will exist after Unity Party.
Most definitely.
So the truth should be the truth. Josiah Jokai yesterday were putting people down because they went to political rally. So Jokai telling us today that if when you are appointed and you go for political rally and you wear your clothes for your horse and you don't wear party clothes, that means that you're not on a political rally.
That's what they're saying.
So when what they are saying, then I want us to just bear our pain and look at them. Because I just share in my experience that Nigeria will exist when the Unity Party are being gone. And we all will be here. One of the things I can tell you, my sister, the Unity Party tries to tell us that they could be very easy after the need. Because the law that will be whole will not be whole anymore.
Yeah.
And God will be reference to it.
Of course.
God will be reference to it. When they keep the power, they said John got built office all around the event for the economy. That was the topic. So then there's a $10 million mansion in Foya. When you talk about it, sometimes it's simple. This guy was not president too. So it means that the Unity Party were looking at George Weah that he was not president. But you cannot blame Josiah Jokai because Jokai is very limited. I think Josiah is right, but he's not educated. Because when John Weah was president, he said it that John Weah was not president for he and his children. You heard it for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think this guy is educated. I think he's not really right, but he's not educated. You know, when you're educated, you got some moral in yourself, but you don't have moral.
Okay.
Period. Thank you.
All right. 0776 104 104 plus 231 86 500 104. Call and make your point on the topic. Liberia is for all of us. Let us unite. But how can we, when we are not being given the same right? We are not being given the same right. We are not being given the same right. 0776 104 104 plus 231 86 500 104. Call and have your take on this issue. The Lone Star, the direct Lone Star is not on, so you cannot get us on it. Only the orange. So call right now and have your say on today's topic. Liberia is not for just one group of people, where you decide when to remove people from their jobs, but when it reach your time, you tend to defend what you did. You try to defend what you did, and it's bad. It is bad. It is bad. So today, let us try, by all means, and act right. Liberia deserve it. Let us be patriotic. Let us stand for what we deem as accountability. Let him be accountable for his action. He knew that what he was attending was a political rally. And I heard someone saying, was this a group ever registered to NEC? Like, you know, it was political. You even need NEC to post them in any book for you to show that that rally that he attended was a political one. Liberians, what are your take on it? Let us go for a short break and be right back.
It's about musical. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime and report it, don't take law in your hand. Call your authority. Tell it can't take your law in. Crime stopper here for us. Bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a human target, enemy you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door.
Yes, let us bring this one down and go back to our phone line 0776 104 1040. Let's get this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my sister.
Good morning, your life.
Morning. Yeah, good morning.
If I tell you my money now, or I want money, you give me. You laughing? Don't worry, we can rescue you. We are rescuing you. Things will be better. No, we rescue you, please. Okay.
I'm telling you, but see what say. There is a voice of Tabu Rasta.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know the job of point for me. A problem with the concern like running for justice. No, there's always there for justice.
What kind of justice do you want in this country? Which justice?
Thank you. We don't want justice where we could be ruled. That's why I say, oh, where we go wrong. But when the other person, for example, see what happened in section 5.1 of the Code of Conduct. It prohibits all appointed officials that being appointed by the president. It prohibits them from partaking in political activity.
But now our CSA boss is saying that that's not a hold to him. So
I know you bad degree.
No, you go to school for it.
No, I think you go to school. But if you go to school, you will not be arguing. But you know the reason why you argue? Only because the president is not serious. No, but the law is clear. The law is clear, but you can't bend the law. The law should be the law. It should not be when it comes to the other people, they say, when it comes to the opposition, they say, that is law, that is law, the law. But when it comes to the other opposition, the law is not. It's not bend the law. But the problem is all appointed. Is that not appointed by the president?
Okay. I know the man said defending. Have you heard anything from the president? No. So
I told you, I said when it's ratting. But can you imagine? Look, I'm not surprised when Josiah Joga do it because Josiah Joga not see it. You hear when Brian gave rape again. Why am I doing when flat car free? I'm not the police to the court. The police investigated the investigated the was free. One of our lot of police investigated people all at the court.
And the police, according to you, to the rescue mission.
Oh, now the police are going to the rescue mission. Oh, man, that's not bless the rescue mission with our people to the night.
Today we hope that Husinkia will call because he normally call when he wants to. So you can call today and do the comparison. Husin, I know you are listening. I'm expecting your call today. Please call. Please call Mr. Kew and have all of the time to tell us why is it that Josiah Joker is still occupying the CSA busman position when he should be taking his pipi by now. So we are listening to you. Call us on 0776 104 104 plus 231 86 104 plus 231 86 104. Call us and tell us your take on it. Call us and tell us your take on this topic. Oh God, this is okay. This phone. All right, let's go. 0776 104 104 plus 231 86 500 104. If you haven't played your cash giveaway yet, start playing now. Start playing now. Good morning. Can you please walk away from your radio?
Morning, how are you?
Morning. Can you turn the radio off, please? Yes, good morning.
Yeah, my name is Caroline Young.
Good morning.
My name is Apple from East Township.
Okay.
So I feel on my brain after the election when Georgia gave the order that Nebaka win, was rejoicing, they were happy. On the rescue, the police were found, they were complaining. They were happy for Georgia to take the ball over to the Bankai. But what they are complaining for now, they don't know where in the years, they're crying, they're begging, they're going. They're so happy that the rescue mission still going on in that they are happy. They're enjoying, working, so happy. So I feel that making like men to leave Mr. Bankai alone. To leave Mr. Bankai alone, let them get your job on, let them continue the nation and the country of Nigeria. They are enjoying. Please, I'm begging you. Over.
Okay. 0776 104 104. Make your point. Should the CSA boss still maintain his position or be removed? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are live.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm Stephen Khalifa. Then I'm coming in from 12th Street. You know, this country we must be serious as citizens. And then this president thinks the power based on his experience. We believe that he was a rightful person to carry on the affairs of this country for 6 years. But what we are seeing now on the justice system is a complete blatant violation. And the Code of Conduct, Section 5.1. 5.1 is clear. 5.2 was amended, and then the amendment portion of 5.2 was to get a sitting official maybe from 2 years to 1 year, if you want to contest for a public or elected position. So the Fire Joker is clearly in blatant violation of the Code of Conduct. That's why you see the length of our comment. I'm not going to go into the book, but what is the argument? The argument that is he is the appointee of the president. So he then fall under the civil service or recognition. No. is exception. You remove the EPS people. The EPS people, you said they were wearing party t-shirts. You remove people from the middle of the state because he said they were party people and the court pulled off frown on them. So why can the court pull off frown on you as the head of the state? So why did he pass your justice? We believe that this is for local country, the president for local country, the election commission for local country, the deputy speaker for local country. So we know that local country brought in plain fall. Liberia will renew after 6 years. Liberia will renew. We witness the rule of every 20, 12 years, and then we are witnessing the same thing coming down for the United States. So we must be serious to put the legs of Dr. George William back in power. To remove the left leg from our people. I mean, we never did nothing wrong to the people to get them state power. We remove George William under 1%. We never expected it. And then we put you people there to come and do the same old thing. For carry on even the West. So it is time that we are tired. There's no electricity, no job employment.
Okay.
Some people take job. You come and you get in the same violation.
All right. Good morning.
Morning, I'm Peter, the big council. I call from under the street light in Lower Johnsonville, an outstanding member of the Concerned Liberians for Justice. So, my sister, the guy at the epicenter of power, they are proceeding the governance of this particular society in the dangerous path. Josiah Jokan Dunan, if he went to go school and acquire education, it does not even need any kind of clarity. It is, he has totally violated the code of conduct of the Republic of Liberia, and he's not the only person. But the reason why we are highlighting him because people, he set the precedent, and those civil servants, and that's the first time that ever happened. To dismiss civil servants under the civil service agency law, civil servants cannot be dismissed. They can only change their position, and then when they violate the code of conduct. But this man came to power. He said the civil servant, some of them wore party t-shirts, some of them were writing on Facebook against the government. He dismissed it arbitrarily.
Okay.
Then on this one Sunday, he wore party t-shirt. Thomas Farah with that of Joseph Imambuaka on the party t-shirt. Then somebody can tell me, oh, they're not political. They said the Code of Conduct Section 5.1 clearly articulated that most presidential appointees should participate in any political activity. The political activity. So the party, the program that Josiah Joker attended was on a birthday party, or he did not go to church on Sunday. Then he coming out with a weak and elementary argument. Oh, it was on Sunday. Then how about those that you dismissed? Yeah. You see how these guys are very much weak, and they use government cars. GSA cars were used over there. Then you want why you get to defend, my brother? You want to elevate your thinking horizon. You are presiding over an educated and intellectual society. That your political and elementary rhetoric cannot resonate with everybody, and that's why we remain committed to our dream and the goal and the inspiration of this particular country that these guys who are grossly incompetent, looting our economy, who are marginalized our people, make them to be jobless, will be dislodged from power. That is our major objective, and it will come to fruition. These guys are not qualified to become even a civil servant. They carry to director. Look at the argument that because
all right. Okay. After the point, the thing is serious. Like you telling us it was Sunday. That's the only thing the people know how to do best. And that's to lie to us. Liberia, the most educated group of companies, because I guess a big group of people, they are in power, and now all we are facing are getting our excuses. If not, they They be telling us that they came out, they never would party share, they never like you was not to even be there. Why are you there? Why is Mr. Joker still maintaining his position? He should be dismissed by now. He should be dismissed by now. So we are calling on his dismissal. Yes, because he went against the code of conduct which he signed on December 11, 2024, agreeing to everything that was placed in it. And now he's telling us that because on a Sunday he was this, he was that. Let him be dismissed. Because even if we know that all of the laws in the country have been stepped on, this one shouldn't be the case. It is almost time to go. Yes, so let me get this up for you. The Tugan School of Professional Journalism, empowering minds and transforming lives. Registration for aptitude test is in progress. It's on sale. LD, yeah, 300 LD, and you can register at Samoa International Academy, 72nd Pinsville, opposite the Barrett Field Junction, down the Orange Tower. Why choose Tugon? Professional training for from experienced media practitioners. Practical learning in reporting, writing, broadcasting, and news media. Prepare for impart in the news room and beyond. Be ethical, be credible, and be professional. So the numbers to call are 077 544 272, 0888 999 681. Tugon School of Professional Journalism is here for you, and you can do your best. So start calling the numbers right now or DM me for more information. And trust you're going to have all of the best from Tugon School of Professional Journalism. So now it is time to check our dashboard and see if we can give our cash to you people. You people deserve money. So we got 3 more minutes to go. And if possible, we can do more than 2 draws. So take your phones right now and dial *255*. 6 hash if you're playing with your orange money, or *255*1 hash if you're playing with your Lone Star Cell MTN. For 50 Liberian dollars or 25 cents USD, you stand a chance to walk away with 5,000 up to, not 5,000, but 2,500 up to 10,000. Sorry. And you can call and maybe we'll take 2 more calls and then we say our bye-byes for you people. You can call us on 0776 104 104 plus 231 886 500 104. Have your say. We are calling on Joker removal. Yes, let him be dismissed because he went against the code of conduct. He who preaches equity must come with a very clean hand. You cannot come here and tell the Liberian people and pull so many Liberians down on the pretense of being patriotic because they went against the rules of the country, the laws of the country. And at the end of the day, you are the one who's deep into it. We are not here to pamper hypocrites. We are here for the rightful thing to be done in Liberia because Liberia deserves better. And we are here to give Liberia better. So keep Your calls coming in 0776 104. I'm surprised today Hussein is not calling to do or how you call it, say, if we are comparing. Hussein, I missed your call today. Please call. If you call and leave the radio, I'll call you. So I can know why you didn't call. But this is it. He have reached the point where there's no point in backing the wrongs. Others are seeing it, though others are not. So this is it. We are in a country where we were promised change, but instead we are getting something else. Liberia is not a one-man farm. Liberia is not just for a certain group of people. Liberia is for every one of us. We all deserve better. We all deserve the best. And we are here to say it. We cannot be here and be called a rescue nation while we are not receiving any rescue. The Liberian people are still crying for jobs. Liberians are still hungry. The country is still poor. The citizens have not yet been rescued. But yet and still, Liberian people, the government of Liberia, the higher ups people are going against the rule of law. They are not following the code of conduct. Okay, my name is Promise Molly Babu. I've been here with you since this morning, and it is time that I take my leave. The next time you're going to hear my voice will be next Friday, and I'm going to miss you all. I'll see you when I see you again. Bye-bye.